name's Nigel Thornberry, and today on the Shakespeare Network, we'll be interviewing the characters from Shakespeare's love story, Romeo and Juliet. First up is Benvolio. You give very good advice to Romeo at the beginning of the scene, but he chooses not to take it because he is madly in love with Juliet. You say, "Take thou some new infection to thy eye, and the rank poison of the old will die." Is there anything else you think you could have done to help him out? No, I gave Romeo good advice, but he was so upset and angry he didn't care what I had to say. I wish I could have helped him out more, but he really didn't want to hear it. He even mocked me by saying, "Your plantain leaf is excellent for that." I didn't really know what that meant at the time, but I could clearly see he was making fun of me. Later on, you invite Romeo to come with you and try to find other ladies for him. You asked him, "At this same ancient feast of Capulets sups the fair Rosaline, whom thou so loves. Compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make thy swan a crow." He does agree to go with you, but why is he so stubborn in thinking he won't find another woman to fall in love with? I think that Romeo's heart is set, and even if he tried, he would not be able to love someone else. He told me, "I'll go along, no such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in the slender of mine own." Romeo time, baby. Wow, Romeo, it's nice to have you here on the show. You're so lovely.
Thank you, thank you.
So, Romeo, what was going through your mind when you were invited to Capulet's party?
Well, at the time, I was filled with excitement when I heard that Rosaline was going to be there. At that time, I was kind of in love with her. When I heard about the party, my friend Benvolio was trying to tell me that there would be so many beautiful women there that I would think my swan a crow. I didn't really believe him then, but I had no idea how right he was going to be.
Aha, he sure was. Tell us, what did you think the first time you saw Juliet?
Wow, it was intense. I was so overcome with love, I broke into poem. I remember I said, "Did my heart love till now? Forswear its sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night. When I get back to the party, I think I'm going to try talking to her."
That's adorable. I hope things work out between you two.
Thanks, Nigel.
Now, Lady Capulet, since you make your wishes for Juliet quite clear in this scene, why is it so important to you to have your daughter successfully married?
I want her to be happy, and I want her marriage to establish a strong and useful connection between us and another family. I want her to be stable and taken care of early on, because, of course, she will be less desirable as time passes. A girl from a family such as ours needs to have a respectable marriage. Just think of what the people of the town would say.
So, are you more concerned whether your daughter's husband loves her and takes care of her and makes her happy, or would you rather he be a man of wax and leave Juliet unhappy?
My main wish is to see her taken care of, but it must indeed be a respectable match. Juliet doesn't know what is good for her. She is much too young to make her own decisions, definitely those of marriage. I'm sure she will eventually grow to like whoever we choose for her, for, as I said, Verona's summer hath not a flower as Paris. I am sure we have chosen the right man.
Now we have the lovely Juliet. Juliet, I wanted to talk to you about your discussion with Lady Capulet on your disposition to be wed, suggesting that you're old enough.
Yes, that was a conversation I was dreading. How could I marry someone I didn't know? I told my mother respectfully it was an honor that I dreamed not of.
As I recall, your nurse was present and lecturing you about your coming of age. She said, "Come Lammas Eve, at night, shall be 14. What was your thought process while she was speaking?
I was feeling sentimental, remembering my childhood, but also distracted because of my mother's proposal. When the nurse finished, she said, "Well, think of marriage now, younger than you. And here in Verona, ladies of esteem are made already mothers. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years, that you are now a maid. Thus, then, in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love." The idea of marrying Paris was mortifying, but I had to satisfy my mother's will.
So what did you say?
I said, "I'll look to like, if looking liking move, but no more deep will I endart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly." Meaning I would meet him and see if I'm interested, but I'm not willing to make a commitment until my mother and I have agreed.
Well, that concludes this interview. Thanks for joining us, Miss Capulet.
My pleasure, Nigel.
And lastly, we have the nurse. Did you have fond memories about Juliet as a baby?
Yes, I remember weaning her by putting woodworm on my duck. I also remember when she broke her brow, and my poor husband joked with her and she laughed.
Did Lady Capulet get mad at you for talking so long about Juliet as a baby?
Yes, she does. Lady Capulet quoted, "Enough of this, I pray thee, hold thy peace."
Thank you for being on the show. Now that's a wrap. Smashing to see everybody. Nigel out.